first show of 2021. High fives.
Yeah.
It's I mean, we're turning the corner slowly. I mean, when we wanted to just flush 2020 and then move forward, but now in some ways we just kind of long for the simpler times when there was just one strain of COVID. Before the insurrection, you know, the simpler times. Well, we gotta lock arms though. We gotta band together and we gotta be smart, obviously, but also let's not live in hysteria. You know, there's a lot of really fearful people. I was running in the hill. It's like we're all walking around like it's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Are you one of them? Are you one? Are you? Yeah, easy does it. I was running in the hills, and this guy almost fell off the cliff trying to get away from me. Yeah, I'm like, dude, we're outside. I'm running in the hills. You got the wrong guy, man. Telling you. I kind of liked it though, you know? I mean, no one's ever been afraid of, you know, Joel Osteen here with the 150 pounds with frosted tips, you know. Snap into a Slim Jim. Yeah, I've never been the manly guy. I'm lucky to find somebody who just accepts me the way I am. That took a while too. You know, I don't. Yeah, bless her heart. I don't fix things around the house. I don't. You know, we have at home these vaulted ceilings with the little flying saucer bulbs in them. And one night we walk in, and the last one finally pops. Patty and I just stood there together, like. She goes, "What do you want to do? Move? Call a fireman?" No. Our neighbor Joe fixed the lights, so Joe's now the man of our house. He was the one with the gigantic plunger that reached the top of my 2-story house. Oh. For those deep down clogs, I don't know. I didn't have the 20-foot plunger. I didn't know about it. Yeah, I do feel for Patty though. You know, when I'm on the road like I am now, she doesn't feel safe. And then when I'm home, she doesn't feel safe. You know, one night we were going to bed. This is a true story. And downstairs we hear this really loud crash. We both sat up in bed and looked at each other like, "What are you gonna do?" I got up because I'm the dude. Closest thing we got. 1, 2, 3. And I get up and I'm leaving the room, and I made the mistake of looking in the mirror, and I saw, I have my little tidy briefs on, and I wear a sleep mask that's up over my head. May as well be a bra, you know. I put on my slippers. I'm like, I'm the world's worst superhero. Where's my chiffon cape? I'm going in. But I get halfway down the stairs and I start thinking it's scary at the time. I'm like, what if there is someone in my house? Like, what do I do when I get there? So I panic, and in that moment, I just go, "Patty, get the hammer." I could have said a gun or a sword.
Hammer?
Yeah, a hammer. Like, who am I, Thor? Get my hammer. Patty goes, "I don't think we have a hammer." Okay, honey. Thanks for calling my bluff. I'll just go in with my bare hands and buttery skin. I get to the bottom and I step on our hardwood floor and I feel the glass beneath my feet. It's unmistakable. Yeah. And I'm just like, total panic attack. But even in that moment, I was still like, hey, good job for wearing your slippers, buddy. That's what they're for, right? But true story, turns out that one of our little flying saucer bulbs that Joe had installed with his gigantic plunger came crashing down. And now I'm sweeping up with PTSD, all shaky. Yeah, Joe used to be a biker, like a real biker back in the day. And he tells me all the stories. And just something I never thought about. You'd be surprised at how expensive it is to get in a bar fight. Like, yeah, like he's like, if a clerk were to ring you up on your way out in handcuffs, it'd be like, okay, let's see, that'll be $1,200 in legal fees, $400 dental, clearly, huh? $300 mandatory anger management classes. All right. We got $300 for a new pool table. Okay. And what is that? A ripped Kirkland shirt. All right. $5. Oh, man. Okay. How about this? We'll play a little guitar. I'm here in front of a new background. It's all exciting. It's a new... That's the first time I've done this outside of our house. Kind of cool. What? So I can't remember whether I've done this one. So humor me if you heard it before. I did. I mean, I wrote this like since COVID. I've been playing a lot of guitar. I just realized that there's a lot of mixed messages in music. Like for every song, there's another song that has the exact opposite message. You know. Sha la 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 la, live for today. Sha la 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 la, live for today. But don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. All you need is love. All you need is love. But what's love but a second-hand emotion? Anything at all, you got it, but you can't always get what you want. Make up your mind. Yeah, I've been listening to all the different decades when you go down the Sirius XM dial, and I'm listening to the 50s. In the 50s, they brought us rock and roll, you know, this new sound. It took a while for the words to catch up. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop, shimmy, shimmy, bop. Goo, 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 ga, 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 goo, 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 ga. Nothing to say. Wingo, waka, wingo, waka, wingo, waka, wingo, waka. Who put the bump in the bump to bump? Who put the ram in the ram-a-lam-a ding dong? All very important questions. I don't know. I think we know what they meant. They just couldn't say it, and so they had to right. They had to talk in code. Yeah. Bebop-a-lula, she's my baby. Bebop-a-lula, I don't mean maybe. Bebop-a-lula, you know what I mean. Yeah, indeed. Put the ram-a-lam-a-weema walk in my shimmy coca ball. Thank you, everybody. Brand new, fresh out of the box. What time do we have? I have time for one more thing. I've noticed that women are better at breakup songs. Like if you do wrong by a woman, she'll turn it into art. You know? I want you to know that I'm happy for you. I don't think she means it. I wish nothing but the best for you both. It was a slap in the face, how quickly I was replaced. And are you thinking of me when you forgot that part, didn't you? They'll turn it into art. You're so vain.
Yeah.
You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. I'll bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Don't you? Yeah, and every guy kind of did, just a little. We were hoping. And then, of course, the ultimate. Right now, he's probably up 100 with a pool stick showing how to shoot a combo. But what he don't know, that I dug my keys into the side of his pretty little souped-up four-wheel drive. Maybe you'll think again before he cheats. That is specific. That's like an Emily Dickinson run, Dateline. So guys, by comparison, not as poetic. Here's a guy breaking up. I've been through the diamonds. I've been through the minks. One thing I know, love stings. Love stings. Yeah, yeah. Love stings. Yeah, yeah. You go, Jay Giles. Oonga boonga. All right. Hey, that's my time. I'm your host, Jason Love. Thank you, guys. All right. We're off and running. Thank you all for showing up. I still have room for a few people in the panelist section, so let me make sure the comics are all in, and then I'll move the remainder over. But we have a great lineup, and we really do appreciate you supporting the show. Even that dog in the background. It's that kind of support we're talking about. Well, your next comedian is super funny. I just met her recently. She's one of the favorites at Flappers Comedy Club. I believe she won the funniest female at their Burbank Comedy Festival. Put your hands together for the very funny Amanda Cohen.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Can you see me yet? There we are.
Amanda.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is not my house. This beautiful place, this is borrowed. I happen to be here, and this is not where I live, but it's nice. I'm in LA, so I'm outside. Yes, I know we also have earthquakes. I'm not worried about earthquakes, you guys, because the ones we get are like they're like this. They're like, that's about it. That's what we get, okay? The one you have to worry about is going to happen so fast. You'll be like changing your Netflix queue, and then you'll be 600 feet underground on fire under a mall. You won't have time to be scared. Don't worry about it. Really, just don't worry about it. I've been in LA for about 3 years, and I looked like this when I moved here, and some of my friends were like, hey, Amanda, why would you move to LA at this stage of you? Actually, you guys, this look works for me in LA. Because if a guy gives me like a card or, he says he's a casting director, he probably just wants to hire me. I'm in no danger of being Weinsteined, is what I'm saying. Okay, if I had a chance to sleep my way to the top, I slept through it. I don't mind. Thanks you for letting me know, Julia. Apparently I'm popping out all over. What can I tell you? Julia, I want to tell you, this is the truth. Okay, so I'm on the keto, okay? And I'm old enough to call it the keto. And for anyone outside LA, the keto diet is the one where you do, like, you can eat meat and leaves. That's it. That's it. Eat cauliflower, whatever. But there's this thing that they call dirty keto. I know. I just love the sound of dirty keto. It sounds like one of those sex moves that everyone's heard of, but nobody actually knows. It also sounds like a really good way to start a food fight at a spa. Dirty keto! Meatballs flying everywhere. Yeah. So here's the thing. I lost some weight, and Julia called me on it. I found out that my stomach was holding up my boobs. And women of a certain size know that we can't get our bras at Target. Okay, we can't even go to Victoria's Secret because her secret is that they don't go above triple D. Okay, I mean, you know what I mean. So we have to go to these specialty stores, you know, like Intimacy and Lace and Wizard of Bras.
Yes.
You can Google that. I'm not making it up.
Yes.
It's true. Yeah, you can go to Motorboatin. Go to Apocalypse Now. That's my favorite. And if you don't care, you just go to Bra-di-da. That's what. But here's the thing: these cost like $100. Like that's cheap for the bigger sizes. Okay, and yeah, this is a cheap one. It's about $100. Here's the thing, you guys. I lost a bunch of weight. And my $100 bra doesn't fit anymore. I can't fill it anymore. This is $100 worth of bra and $75 worth of boob. Maybe 80, 85, depends. And women, again, in this situation, you will know if you meet one, not just because of how they look, but because when you're taking off their clothes, when you get to the bra, if you drop it on the ground, she will stop everything. Oh, no. No, you don't know what I paid for this. This goes on the hook. So, yeah, that's why when I lean over, you're going to see every gosh darn thing. We're all adult. Are there any kids in here? Kids, right? Have you done that? Have you been doing a show and then you look and there's kids and you're like, well, so much for that bit. Oh, and that bit. Oh, I probably shouldn't do that bit either. Okay. No, I'm not done. I don't think I have no idea. I'm using my phone for the show because I mentioned I'm not at home. And I don't know what time it is, so I'm going to assume I have plenty of time to keep going. So I'm so thrilled that you guys all came to a Zoom show. We really appreciate that because there's a lot of comics who refuse to do Zoom.
Really?
You know, they're like,
Right.
they the same guys who won't wear masks, probably, you know? You gotta understand, for comedians, live shows are like heroin, okay? Zoom is methadone. Like it'll take the edge off, but it's not,
no.
you know, it's not, yeah, I think I pressed
You
a
turned off your
button.
video.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, there you are.
There's
There
two.
we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've got so here's the thing. I'm at this place producing another show and I'm getting text messages about that show. And I'm like, I'm on my own show. Leave me alone. These are Hollywood problems, you guys. Except we're not really in Hollywood. We're in Tarzana. That's not important right now. So yeah, the Zoom thing is, I'm loving the Zoom thing. It's almost like humans are nearby, but not quite. But if you can't tell, I'm single. What? No, really, I am. I'm single and I don't care. I used to care. I used to be like, I'll never find the perfect man. Now I'm like, I'll never find a man perfect. My dream is that my obituary contains the phrase, neighbors noticed a funny smell. Dark? Was that dark? Okay. I can't die alone soon enough. That was dark. And I did the whole Tinder thing, and Tinder's not for me. And I know Tinder's not for people like me, my age, because the font is too small. It's gray on white. What are you trying to do to me here? I can't. So I actually found a dating site for people my age and older. It's called OurTime.com. You can Google it, not making it up. It is real. I signed up for it. Within 5 minutes, I got an email. from my credit card asking if it was a fraudulent charge. Apparently this was a little off-brand for me. But I did actually get an email from a guy who was 81 years old. Go ahead, guess how old I am. Did you guess? Not 81? And I will give him this though. In his photo, he looked 81. Mad props for that. Okay, that was cool. Seriously, because most of these guys are like my age using photos from their prom. And I got to run them through the face aging app to see what they really look like. Yeah, because I mean, guys, new rule. In your profile photo, I'm going to need you holding up a copy of today's newspaper. That's the only way I'm going to know if you're too old, is if you still get a newspaper.
Good idea.
Otherwise, you got to go by context clues. You know, like this guy sends a photo, and I'm like, okay, how old is? What's that? Oh, he's cute. What's that in the background? Oh, the Twin Towers. Okay. I am happy that you're a national hero, but we're not going to date. Sorry about that. I can't date what you used to look like. All right, I'm going to be very unprofessional now and go, how much time do I have? Am I done?
You're there. You can wrap one up if you like, though.
Oh, I don't want to wrap it up. I just don't want to go too long. I couldn't see if there was a light or anything, so I'm just going to keep going.
My video is the light, but not everybody sees it. You're not alone there.
Oh, okay. I can't do one more thing, one little thing?
Sure,
Yes,
of course.
one little thing. Here's the thing, you guys. I want to be real clear about this. The COVID has been really hard. In LA is completely insane. Like they're saying like 1 in 3 people. It's crazy. And I was really depressed. And I was talking to a friend of mine and I was telling her, like, sometimes when I get home, I get in the garage, I close the garage door, but I don't turn the car off right away. And I just sort of sit and think for a little while about how long it would take just fall asleep forever. And my friend goes, "You have a garage? Don't get to complain." All right, thank you so much for your time. I'm Amanda Cohen.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
Amanda Cohen.
Thanks, Amanda.
Love you. Thank you so much.
You got a lot of great chats there, Amanda. You can check them out. Bunny Miller says, great job. My
I
mom
can
loves
see
you.
them. I love it.
Yeah, rock and roll. Okay, well, great. Everybody is doing their part as the audience, and the comics are all here. So we're going to roll on to our next comedian. I also met him not too long ago, but super funny guy. We did a corporate gig together. He won the funniest clean comic of San Diego. Put your hands together for Richard Sarvate.
Yes, hello. How's it going, guys? Thank you so much for having me. Guys, let's have a round of applause for Jason and for Tony for throwing this thing together. This is an awesome show. Yeah, I've done a lot of Zoom shows, and you guys are a fantastic audience, so thank you for being here. You know, I used to tour the country performing at comedy clubs, and now I tell jokes on conferencing software. So, you know, things have things have changed a little bit. This is not what I meant when I said I wanted to be an international comedian. I suppose I'll take it. I have installed a curtain in my bedroom. I sleep right over here. I just, please, I hope I don't bomb because, you know, I have to sleep here. And I just don't want to wake up in the middle of the night like, oh my God, it happened right here. You know? You guys are a fantastic crowd, but I came prepared. I was like, if they don't laugh, I have fake laughter on my board. You know, I have to protect myself. Okay, that's insurance for a comedian. But you guys are great. I actually don't mind performing on Zoom, but this framing doesn't really work for me because the sad thing is I have amazing calves.
Oh.
Oh no, no one really gets to experience, and it's not easy to just bring into frame. But I do try. Yeah, I used to tour the country performing at clubs, but the saddest part was that I would have to take Greyhound, the bus, and I don't know if you guys have taken Greyhound, but it is very sad. And
A lot of material.
oh yeah, no, I have 30 minutes on Greyhound, so strap in. So the last time I got off the Greyhound bus, the driver came on the intercom and he goes, "Thank you for choosing Greyhound." I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "Listen, sir, I did not choose Greyhound." Let's be very frank about what happened here. I made a series of poor life decisions, which led to financial difficulty. At which point, Greyhound was my only option. Like, why can't they just be like a little more truthful when you get off the bus? Like, thank you for being so fiscally irresponsible that Greyhound is your only method of getting anywhere. Just be honest, Well, gosh, I am getting lonely. I'm alone and I'm quarantining. I have been ordering Postmates just to have somebody to talk to. Yeah, sometimes when they hand me my bag of food, our fingers do touch a little bit. Yeah, I've been ordering small items so that they have to touch me. I'm just like, "Hey, Frankie, come here, give me that walnut." I also like ordering on Postmates because I can order off the kids menu guilt-free.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my little trick. If you were to look at my Postmates ordering history, you would think I am the father of 4 young boys. I can't help it. I'm just sometimes in the mood for like 6 corn dogs and a box of milk, I actually don't mind eating at home because I don't know if you guys remember how entitled people used to be at restaurants. Like, people at restaurants, they thought they could ask for any substitution that they want, Like, could I get the arugula salad with asparagus? But, instead of arugula, could I get a burrito? God, it's like people think the menu is like a first draft or something, And then these same people, after they're so picky at the restaurant, they go to some meditation class like 2 hours later, and they're just like, "I will accept everything in my life exactly the way that it is." It's so annoying. Hypocrites. Oh. The last time I went to a restaurant, I was on a date with a girl, and she ordered sweet potato fries, but they didn't have sweet potato fries. Oh my God. She made this noise like it sounded like a sad air horn. It was crazy. Yeah, the waiter goes, "No, we don't have sweet potato fries." She goes, "Oh, oh, oh, oh." I'm so mad. I was like, "You sound like a depressed DJ. Like, stop." The show is really fun. I'm glad to be doing this because I've been so irritated lately. Like, oh my God, like I've been so mad. I called Comcast. We got into a fight. Like, I called. I was like, "Hey, I need to reset my password." The guy goes, "Okay, you have to answer your security question. What's your favorite movie?" I was like, "My favorite movie? It's Mad Max, Fury Road. It's got cool graphics, cool acting, cool fight scenes." He was like, "Nope, that's not it." "Nope, that's not. Do you want to guess again?" I was like, you want me to guess my favorite movie? Okay, yeah, let me guess. It's Mad Max. Fury Road. He gave me such an attitude. He's like, sir, that's not what it says here. That is not what it says here. And then I gave him attitude. I was like, hey man, I made this account 5 years ago, okay? 5 years ago. Like, I'm not allowed to evolve as a person. Excuse me, what do you think I did for 5 years? You think every time my friend was like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? I was like, no, no, no. Absolutely not. See, I made a promise to Comcast. I will not rock the boat. Oh my God. And then it turned out my favorite movie is The Lion King.
Oh,
Lion King, it's like, that's not secure at all. That is the least secure movie password. Like, any 7-year-old can just hack my Comcast. Like, hey, what's your favorite movie? The Lion King? Yep, we're in. And now you guys can hack my Comcast too, apparently.
We will.
Yeah, pay my bill this month. It's really expensive. I miss being a kid, like watching The Lion King. When I was a kid, I used to play video games all day long, like morning till night. And like my parents weren't really around, so I was like raised by video games. And but it was okay because video games were saying the things to me that my parents should have been saying.
oh boy.
Yeah, like I'd play the game and the game would be like, good, great job. But really? Terrific work. Yes.
Quite encouraging.
Yeah, they're so encouraging. Your father loves you. Oh my God! Wow, I never got this far before. You know. Oh my God, that was such a different time, you know, like times have changed so much. Like I never thought I'd be screaming in my bedroom trying to make squares on a computer laugh, you know, like this right here, it was not part of the plan. Okay. Sorry for calling you guys squares. You guys are very sweet. But it's like, you know, nothing prepared me for this. School didn't prepare me for this. In school, I learned the quadratic formula. Okay, never used that. I learned the pH balance of liquids. Wow. Why don't they teach you something useful in school? You know, like how to leave a party when you want to.
Richard.
That's like, I have literally stayed to the end of a party where I hated everyone. I didn't know how to leave, you know? But the whole time I was at that party, I knew that the pH balance of water was 7. I knew. Oh my God. I don't really miss parties though, because like I was so bad at parties. Like the last party I was at, I was waiting for the bathroom and the guy who's using the bathroom came out and we just locked eyes and made deep eye contact. And I was like, oh no, like what face do I make? I just started smiling.
That could be taken back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is weird. So then I was like, okay, I have to say something to break the tension. But then I did that wrong because I was just like, how was it?
Oh, no.
That was terrible. I don't really I don't miss bars either, you know, like at a bar, like I would try to say hi to a woman, but like the words wouldn't come out of my mouth. Like just air would come out of my mouth. I would go up to a girl, I'd be like, like I would start turning into like a pug that's having breathing problems, you know? I'd be like, okay, just regroup, say hi. I thought you were beautiful. I wanted to meet you. You can do this. I need you. I want you. Difficult. Yeah. Dating has always been confusing for me. You know, like I don't understand the basics. I don't really understand makeup. Like I don't know if I'm attracted to women or if I just like oil and wax.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like last month, I think I saw a cheekbone, but it may have just been a contour. I don't know. Oh, this is a weird thought, but I'm just going to say it anyway. I think if all women wanted to stop shaving their legs at the same time, they could do it. Because because if all women stop shaving their legs at the same time, then men are going to have no choice but to be attracted to women with hairy legs. And then the conversation is just going to shift to like, what kind of leg hair do we like? You know, we'll just be in the locker room like, man, I really like Wendy with her thigh ponytail. Someone else will be like, no, I like Tina with her knee bangs. I'm sorry to leave you guys with that disgusting visual, but that has been Thank you so much to Jason. Thank you all so much. This was so much fun. Have a wonderful night. All right.
All right. Richard Sarvate. Killing it, everybody. Nicely done, man. Richard Sarvate. All right. Well, you got a lot of comments too. And while I cover just a couple things, let me put the tip jar up because a couple people asked about that, and it does help us make the ends meet. We make the show cheap on purpose because we wanted this to be available to everybody, but that does help quite a bit. And actually, coming up on a couple of the shows, we've got some real like heavy hitters. In addition to all of the, you know, everybody here is a professional headliner. But then we got some name acts coming up, and I'll email you guys.
Awesome.
But Rich, our next show is on January 29th. It's a Friday, 2 weeks from now. And Richard, they said, Kathleen said that you're hilarious. Ann Nodell said her stomach hurts in a good way. And Carmen, our very own Carmen, who invented Fuegarita, said that so much fun. No, she said great fun. So everybody loved you, and we appreciate you doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo! Thank you.
All the commercials are out of the way, and we have two other comedians here. They're both fantastic. Your next comedian was a finalist at the Seattle International Comedy Competition. He's got over, I think, 100 million views on his dry bar comedy special. Put your hands together. Coming from Oregon, Cory Michaelis.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much. Jason and Richard and Amanda, give them a round of applause. Phenomenal. Very, very funny. I love that Amanda values her boobs at $37.50 each. Or maybe 38 and 37. I don't know. I haven't looked closely. You guys aren't squares in my mind. In my eyes, you're all rectangles. Not a bunch of nerds. Bunch of rectangles. That's right. I'm from Seattle, actually. That's the truth. I'm from Seattle, which is awesome. I've been waking up every morning with alcohol. It's 10 months. Maybe some of you are enjoying a cocktail. Cheers if you are. Ding, ding. Cheers. All right.
Cheers.
I'm just kidding. That's It's vodka. I'm professional. I'm not a. I have been waking up that way every morning because I live in Seattle, but I do not drink coffee. They're trying to kick me out. Don't drink coffee. I don't smoke weed. I live in a home. They're like, you don't belong here, fella. Get out. People are shocked when they learn that I've never had a cup of coffee. They're like, how do you wake up in the morning? Well, mostly sad and erect. And also not in the morning. I have not seen a morning. If I see the morning, it's because I'm out late the night before. That's the only way as a comedian. In the morning. Now these virtual shows, they're very fun. It's different than traveling. Last year I did shows in Pakistan, and it was terrifying. The booker was like, you can talk about whatever you want. And I was like, I do not think that's accurate. I got a few keep it to myselfsies I'm not going to mention while I'm in Pakistan. Thanks. It turns out they're like the nicest, most hospitable people in the world. The people I did not like were the people of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Not fans of those folks. I don't know if you're a Canadian in the audience tonight, but Edmonton's the word. All they have is a mall, and it's all they talk about nonstop. It's the biggest mall in North America. I don't care. Have a pool inside of our mall. Every mall has a pool. That's where I get my change. Cory, we have a gun range inside of our mall. Can you shoot guns in American malls? No comment. That's as dark as it gets. All right. But it's fine. We're adults. I should tell you a little bit about me. I just turned 30 in June of 2010, and let me get by. Don't want to be young again. I want people to care about my birthday again. It's been a while. Nobody cares anymore, right? I got 2 birthday cards this year, and one was from State Farm Insurance. So I feel like that doesn't even count. Happy birthday, Corky. Okay, well, my name's Cory, and I'm with Progressive, so stop sending me things in the mail. One lady I used to work with would get super excited about everybody's birthday. Ever meet someone like this that shocked you also have one? Like, oh my God, it's your birthday, Cory? Why didn't you tell me it was your birthday, Cory? Well, because I don't like to speak to you, Kathy. That's why. You knit mittens at staff meetings. I don't think we're going to be friends, right? Oh, you should have told me because my birthday's in June too. What are the odds? Oh, they are 1 in 12, I think, right? Better than the odds of us talking again, that's for sure. I turned 40 in June, and my parents had their 40th wedding anniversary 5 months earlier. In February, and I just figured that out this year. I was like, oh, wait a second. Right? Because I wasn't premature. My dad was. And like father, like son. All right. I didn't have to say that last part. I don't know why I said that. Ooh, I have a creepy confession. It's very creepy. I hope you can handle it. The other night, I went online and bought my fiance, and that's it. We'll be here in a couple days from the Ukraine. Can't wait.
Not with the current.
After a show recently, a woman was very mad. She was like, "That's disrespectful to Ukrainian women," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's not what I was trying to do." So I did a bunch of research, and it turns out it's a joke. Maybe don't go to a comedy show if you don't like jokes, you dummy. Stay home. Nerd there. Or don't stay home, because that's you guys. You get it. Plus, it's not even true. I am divorced because I married my high school sweetheart and she didn't. So it is fine. I still use her mom's grocery store club card to get discounted gas. So I think I would. Would you like 40 cents off today, Mrs. Davis? Yeah, I would. He owes me money. So you guys know you can do that? You can use someone else's phone number and steal all of their discounts at all of the stores. You can use my ex-wife's mom's 425-337-2168. You don't have to write it down. I put it in the chat. Right. Don't know how to date. Don't know what I'm doing. Don't have a clue. Because I went on my first date at 14 years old and my second first date at 36 years old. I don't have a clue. My friends like, dating is different for you now, isn't it? Yeah, you think? A little different than the one time I went to the Sadie Hawkins dance as a freshman in high school, right? My mom's not going to drive us. Well, she might because I have a DUI, but that's like a different. Not connected. Do you guys have that where you're from? Sometimes they call it Sadie Hawkins. Sometimes they call it Tolo. Yeah, this is where you get asked by the girl traditionally to the dance. I got asked when I was a freshman. I thought I was the best. I was like, oh, yeah. They're like, nah, it's just tradition. I was like, oh, shoot. Goes, do you want to go to the dance Dutch? And I was like, I don't know what that means. Sure, I'll wear wooden shoes and fart on you at the end of the show. Go to a windmill? What is Dutch? I don't. Means pay for half the date. Don't do it. It's a scam. Right. I had a bright idea. I thought, hey, I'll date younger women. They don't know how to date. I don't know how to date. Perfect. Terrible idea. I do not understand the things that they say on dates, right? Took a girl on a date one time, and 10 minutes in, she goes, oh, no, I forgot to take a picture of your license plate and text it to my parents. Whoa. Yeah? For what? Goes, well, you know, just in case I go missing. Oh, neat. We met through friends, right? Went to high school with your mother. Like, I don't understand why. If you're bad at math, that's a bit creepy. To be good at math. Still kind of creepy. I'm currently dating a woman in her mid-40s, or as I like to call her, at risk. And it is. She's great. I've always wanted to meet a woman in her mid-40s. I think it's the perfect age. I just didn't want to meet her until I was in my mid-80s. But hey, what do you do? What are you going to do? Beggars can't be choosers. We met on an app. I've tried all the apps: Tinder, Bumble, Airbnb. Gotta get something to work. I don't know. Parents, my parents met in person. My parents, they're wonderful people. We have married people here. Where the married folks at? Married people, yeah. All right, lots of them having fun. That's phenomenal. Like I said, my parents have been married for 40 years. And they're fun. I'm done getting them electronics for holidays. That's no longer in the cards, because that means I also get them my tech services for free. I am their geek squad, not just because I was a nerd in high school, but I got them an Amazon Alexa for Christmas, and they called me to help them set it up, and I was like, she literally talks you through it. In fact, you just put her on the phone, because think of. And I knew my parents were arguing and fighting about it. I always know because my dad calls my mom mother. Not like in a Mennonite Amish Mike Pence way, but like in a like he's mad at her way. You know? Like when he's happy with her, he's like, "Your mom," but when he's upset with her, he's like, "Your mother." I'm like, "All right, here we go." Jesus. My ex and I, we didn't have any cats. kids, we had 2 cats. That's what I meant to say. We had 2 cats. I know that's not the same, but we had 2 cats. And before I tell you the story, I want everybody in the Zoom to hear this very clearly. The cat in this story lived.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
You guys hear that? That makes you uncomfortable. Hit mute just for a minute. We had 2 cats and they had 7 legs, okay? Not each, total. If you know anything about cats or mathematics, you know that is not enough legs, right? Oh, we got a little feedback. No worries, you can hear me twice. It's funny stuff, so no worries. Lucky you get my jokes twice.
So, hey, Cory, let me just troubleshoot real quick. All right, so everybody stay where you are, and I want to hear where it's coming from with no one laughing. All right, now they hide. I see. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
No worries, we're good. No kids, the cats. I'm not telling that joke. It's over.
Oh, no.
We want to hear it. 7 legs.
Oh, come on.
7 legs.
Yeah.
I don't know how to start my jokes from the middle. I'm sorry. I have to start all the way over. I don't drink coffee. No. I don't know how to start from the middle. You think I'm just thinking of these things? No.
We're listening.
7 cats. 7 cats. Okay. No. 2 cats, 7 legs, not each total. All right, here we go. Listen, here's what happened. I accidentally cut one of the legs off with my lawnmower.
Oh, no.
You guys wanted it. You begged for it, in fact. Also, I said accidentally. I didn't chase after him. Like, get back here, fella, quick, before she gets home. He was sleeping under it. I did not know. Started it, heard a terrible sound. His arm flew off, hit my car, the ground. Then he looked up at me like, why did you do that? I am so sorry. I drove him to the vet. I was carrying his leg the whole way. Like, can you guys reattach this? Or they go, you got to throw it away. And I was like, the cat? And they're like, no. Leg. I kept it. So now I just have like a really lucky keychain. And was it worth it?
Oh my god.
He lived. He's fine. I think I don't have kids because I used to teach high school. That was my day job. I quit teaching high school to do stand-up comedy full-time because I want to try out both of the lowest paying jobs in America. See if maybe they would amount to a full career, Right out of college, I taught sex ed my very first year. It was very awkward being the only virgin in the class. I was like, slow down, kids. I can't keep up. I related to these fragile, delicate Generation Z kids, because I was tiny when I was in high school. I didn't play football. I played tennis instead. Still wore the helmet just in case, Teaching's good. They were talking about it. Jason, I think, was talking about it, or somebody was talking about the criticism of teachers these days. There's a lot of criticism of teachers, teaching things that are useful. I know Richard was talking about how to leave a party properly. That was the best. That's really funny. There's a lot of it, though. There's like, why don't you teach us how to do our taxes? Oh, you do not want us teaching you how to do taxes. We make terrible financial decisions. Right? We spent $30,000 a year for 6 years to make $30,000 a year. I got audited, you know what I mean? Like, I got audited my first year trying to do comedy, and I feel like they just looked at my income and they're like, there's no way a human person can live off of this. The auditor determined comedy was a hobby. Oh, some audience members agree. Have you seen video? Which is ridiculous, by the way, because I am a CEO. Only employee, but also a CEO. All I'm saying is recently I drove by a bar that said on the outside, every hour is a happy hour for a teacher. And I said, that sounds like a challenge. Give me 2 tequilas. We're not even open, sir. It's okay. I'm an educator. So. I need someone to comment after Diane. She really didn't like my cat story. It's true story. Someone get that comment out of my face. Comments. That one goes up in the queue. I'll just tell you. Okay. Thanks, Carmen. I like how she says still. I still think you're funny. All right. Okay. I'll tell you one more thing. I see there, Jason. I'll tell you one more thing. I last year substitute taught for a little bit. Like I needed to afford food, so I was substitute teaching, and that's so much better than teaching full time, right? Because I wasn't trying to make a difference anymore. Trying to make it through the day and catch up on Shameless on Netflix, right? Kids still have questions, you know, and I'm like, what do you want? I'm in the middle of season 6. High school only. I would only substitute teach in an elementary school class on one condition. If it was a class with kids with special needs, they're the happiest, sweetest kids ever met in my life, and I love being in those classrooms. Last year, I spent a lot of time in a classroom with an 8-year-old boy named George. What a cute name for an 8-year-old boy, George. Well, not boy George. That becomes a weird name for an 8-year-old. That's for people over 40. George was awesome. George was blind, and he had some other special needs, and he was the sweetest. But he would speak to me the first day of school. And I realized it must be so awkward to be 8 years old and blind and meet some random guy. So I gave him space. And then he yelled at me. He goes, "You better come back here. I had a play date with Chloe yesterday." And I was like, "All right, whatever you say." So, how was it? And he goes, "It was fun." And he goes, "Do you know who Chloe looks like?" And I go, "No." And he goes, "Me neither." And I was like, "What just happened?" Are you serious right now? Did you just set me up for that, George? You're 8 and you're making me feel inadequate about both of my jobs, and I am not happy about it. Fun, you can follow me on a thing, Twitter, Instagram, Adult Friend Finder. All right, have a great night.
All right. Cory Michaelis, everybody. Cory Michaelis. In the chat, Angela said, "Thank you, Cory." And one of our regulars, Julia, she said that she loved your stuff. Julia is notably a dog owner and not a cat owner. We should probably throw that in. But great stuff, man. And also, someone said that you're Seattle's best. That was Diane. That was before you did the cat joke, though.
I told you I should stop doing it.
No, that was great, man. You were funny. Funny stuff. Everybody loved you. Okay. And also, speaking of Carmen having your back, Carmen and Tony are my partners in crime here. And after the show, we do like a little trivia, and you can win a bottle of Fuegarita. The hotter, better picker upper. Tony will tell you. I'll get the slogan down. But they're great, and they help out a lot with the show. And so I love when people support them, too. Okay, your final comedian. Are you ready for your final comedian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Rebecca Kern said she's camping and she still brought us along. High five to Rebecca Kern and her family. Okay, your final comedian, very funny guy. And I said I had some name comics coming up. He's like, he must be like, what am I, chopped liver? He's been on everything. He's been on Jimmy Fallon. He's been on Gabriel Iglesias' Stand Up Revolution. He's a favorite on Last Comic Standing. Put your hands together for Nick Guerra.
Hey. All right, where's Nick? Here he is.
Can you hear me, Jason?
Hit him up here.
You're good.
There I am. Give it up for Jason, everybody.
Yeah.
All right, I think you heard me. I'm not sure. Jason, I have no idea where you're at. I don't know what that background is. It's like you've fallen into a large vase. Wow, guys, we made it to 2021. We did it.
Yay.
Yeah, I haven't changed my shirt since New Year's. You know, isn't that? I mean, I think that's the benefit of everything that's happened. You know, like me personally, I haven't washed clothes in a long time, but that's because I reuse them. Anybody else like that? Yeah, right. Like, you know, you weigh it out. You're like, it doesn't smell so bad. I have a little pile of clothes in the corner of my room. I call my wear again clothes. Anyone else got those clothes? Yeah, right. Ready to go because it's an outfit right there. You know, and it already has change in the pants. You know what I'm saying? Deodorant's already under the sleeves of your shirt. 24-hour protection. Just rub it again. You got 14 more hours, you know? Oh, man. I've not seen this many people in a long time. Not going to lie, you know? I've fixed my, you know, I've gotten used to my little role in whatever's happening now. You know, like I've accepted. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable. I wear a mask mostly, right? You know? Yeah, mostly, because there's times, and I think everybody does this. You have the mask, and then you look at somebody, you're like, you don't look COVID-y, and you don't put it on. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you don't look sweaty, but then there's times like, no, you look bad, and I. You know, I'm amazed at how, you know, we've all persevered through this entire thing. You know, like the one thing that I'm hoping that America will do during this time, and I was hoping that was going to happen back in March, is replace all the batteries in the automatic sinks out there. You know, like why can't we get a president that's on that, right? Because I think that's what got us in this situation anyway. Isn't that the worst? Automatic sinks, I think, are what, yeah, it's the worst. Because if you're like me, you gave it a couple of waves and then you're like, all right, bye. And you just left. You're like, I didn't really get my hands dirty on anything. You know what would upset me more than automatic sinks? Automatic toilets. Those were always, because they were always very forceful. You know, like me, I get the toilet seat cover, get it ready, and then automatically the toilet would be like, nope, yeah, it just takes it away. I'd fight with it. Like, you're not going anywhere. I'd hang on to it. I'd be sitting on the toilet. Like, oh, I don't need all of you. I just need the parts under my thighs. That's all I need. You know, and then it would just keep going off while you were sitting there. You know, like the toilet would be like, nothing's here. Just keep spraying them with toilet water. We're just gonna keep blessing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, it's just me because I'm short. I'm a short man. It's very tough being short. You know, the worst part about being a short man is you don't know you're a short man until you meet other real normal sized men. You're like, oh, 5'5". I thought that was the top. Wow. You know? Yeah, I should have known though. I should have known that I was a short guy. It was very hard to find pants in my size. Like most pants my size had Oshkosh Bagosh on the label. Being a tiny man, you know, I would always kind of like, you know, when you're out, I would always kind of look for other short people. Are there any short people here, or am I just talking to myself? Yeah. All right, short people. We need to start a tiny march, guys. We need you know, we have to talk to our bigger adult-sized friends. We gotta let them know, like, hey, you know what? There's a few things that when you have short friends, all right, make sure that you know, when you talk to us, you don't look like you're disciplining us. You know what I'm saying? Short, but you're always looking up. It's yeah, and it just looks like you're in trouble. You know, your tall friends are always looking at you like, oh, well, why are you blinking a lot? It's because you're spit. You're spit. I'm using words. And if you are tall and you got short friends, will you do us all a favor? Walk slower when you're with us. Do that. All people always forget that for every 1 year steps, it's 4 bars. You got that equation? You just abandon us, you know, especially at crosswalks. We're all standing there waiting for the sign to change, and then it's like, boom, you guys just take off. 2 steps, you're across the street, and we're chasing you down like little angry chihuahuas. Oh man, I've not done a show in a long time. Oh, I've been trying to keep busy. I've been lucky that I've been, you know, in this kind of weird quarantine with somebody, right? That helps. Yeah, right. You know, but what I've learned mostly is that there is no end to the amount of projects a woman can find the both of you to do. Like just when I thought the first 2 weeks, I thought, oh, we're done. We've cooked every cookie. We've started, you know, we started painting, but not just like painting on canvases, on rocks. That was the big thing, right? Yeah, she's like, I saw it on Pinterest. So we started painting on rocks. But here's the thing about rocks. You just don't pick up rocks. And if anyone thinks I'm lying, no, we started painting on rocks. You just don't buy these rocks at Michael's, right? You gotta steal these rocks from city locations. So we go in front of banks and be like, taking all your rocks. No, but it's kept me. Look at that. Look, this has a painted. What is that? A painted bracelet? I'm not sure what that is, Nancy. But see, thank you, ladies, for keeping men engaged. You know, thank you so much. But I'm gonna speak for all men. You gotta let us zone out every now and then. You know. Every now and then you've seen it. You've seen it when your man's just standing in the kitchen, just staring into the garbage disposal for 20 minutes. Let him have that, all right? He's just letting everything just process. You know?
Right.
Because I've learned this, you know, like the longer you're with somebody, you learn as a man not to say much, you know, like. You just keep every year that progresses with your woman, you say less is what I've learned. And I think that because we've learned as men that everything we say can be held against us in a later argument. We just stop saying things. Keep us alive, ladies. You keep us alive. Women are the reason that men live longer than they were supposed to. You know that. Every man in here, if there's a girl next to you, she's keeping, because you keep us from making man decisions that don't make sense. You've seen it. You've seen your man decide on things that he's not supposed to do. Have you ever caught your guy just staring at an 80-foot tree outside in the yard, looking at the top of it like, yeah, you know what? I can cut off the leaves on the top of that. You know, an extension cord on my chainsaw. You need a woman to run out of the house when she sees that second ladder go up and just be like, no, okay, babe, fine. Dies every single time. Yeah, with his friend taping him like, I told him not to do it every single time. Like, you keep us alive, ladies. You know, that's why I personally, you know, I want to get married. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. Nobody agrees with me. Perfect.
Yes.
It's okay. It's all right. I've said this at probably like 300 shows and nobody claps. I understand it, right? Yeah. You know, because it's that whole, like, who wants to deal with those first 2 decades? I get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think the best place in marriage, if you've ever seen the couples that are the happiest, 30 years in. Oh, my God. Isn't that the best place to be? 30 years in. It's perfect. You're not even talking to each other anymore. That's where I want to be. You don't hear each other anymore. That's why. Every day it's like, what'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? Coffee's made. That's what I want. There's just a different type of comfort in a 30-year marriage. You go into that bedroom, there's one bed, but both sides lift up differently. That's what I want. In agreement, we never slept at the same time anyway. I'm going to the second floor. I'm going to read a book. You know, and there's just a confidence in that type of marriage, man. Like the other day, I was walking to the grocery store, and I saw this couple. I knew they were married for a long time because as they were walking together, the husband saw the Starbucks in the grocery store. He started walking to Starbucks. You know what his wife did? Nothing. She just kept walking. She didn't even look in his direction. She didn't even care. She was like, I got the car keys. If I leave them, I leave them. He knows how to get home. No concern. You could just see if nobody wants him anymore. I'm the only one. And you know, like it's that's what I want. It's I want to be in love, and that kind of love. Because ladies, you take care of us. You know? And it's better to stay with one girl for as long as you can, right? Because you've already gone through it. You don't want to restart with an entire, you know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I know how to handle our basic annoyances. I know that I'm not supposed to do that. Like, you've learned as a man, like, okay, I'm going to fart. I'll go step outside. You know what I'm saying? Big one. Right? You're like, all right, hey, I'll meet you outside. Go to the car. And you fart inside the house while she's sitting in the car. And then you leave, you know, get upset with you. There's two modes in every relationship. And I think every couple can agree with this. There's the modes in relationships are I want you and I want you to stop annoying me. Those are the two modes in every relationship. But it's all about keeping each other happy. That's the big thing about this especially now, you know, especially now that we're stuck together. We have learned so much about each other, haven't we? You know, it's just about keeping each other happy. And I'll say this, like, it's very simple for both genders. Like, guys, if you want your woman to be happy, all you got to do is make her feel good. That's it. That's all you got to do. Make her feel good. Compliment her every chance you get. Find out what her favorite cookie is. Wrap them up individually and just hide them around the house. Never tell her where they're at. Let her randomly find them with little love notes like, oh my God, you hid it for me. I did. Yeah, I did. I wondered the ants were going to the sock drawer. I was wondering why that was happening. Make her feel good, right? You know, it's all you got. And for a man, if you want to make a man happy, all you got to do is make him feel like a man. That's it. Let him be a man. Touch his facial hair, even if it's non-existent, like mine. Just do it. Like, oh, what's up? Oh, babe, you're so manly. You'd be like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna go catch a fish with my mouth. Like, that's how he wants to feel. You know? Call him Big Papa. No matter what size he is, call him Big Papa. The minute you say it, you'll see him. You'll be like, what's up, Big Papa? You'll be like, that's right, Big Papa. Knock him out. Jars. Just make him feel good. Right? Pinch him on the butt every now and then, ladies. No. How many guys get pinched on the butt here? Out of 226? Oh my God, look at all these depressed asses out here. At first, he's not going to like it. At first, he's like, hey, don't do that, right? Watch the way he walks away from it. He'll have a little pep in his step, like, yeah, that was nice. Do it aggressively once, just mamas, just grab it. You know what I'm saying? You'll see him, he'll be like, man, I need to start doing squats. I need to get that. He'll start wearing tight jeans, Wranglers, you know, like. Yeah, it's all about keeping each other happy. It's all about being in love. You know, I think that's the main thing I've learned in this, right? Is that you have to do everything together, right? You have to go on trips, take pictures, enjoy each other, shoplift together. You got to do everything together. You know? How many people here shoplift together? It's the best. Thank you, Nancy, for admitting it, right? Guys, if you don't shoplift with your girl, you have an untapped criminal right there. Women shoplifting. How do you think they got all their lipsticks and earrings and lip glosses when they were teenagers? They didn't have the money for it. They just put it in their pockets. You distract them. Like, oh, can you tell me where the fire extinguishers are? Just let her put it in her little purse. You just got to do it together. That's what I'm trying to say. And I'll say this before I go. I'll say, like, ladies, you got to understand this about your man. He's scared of you, okay? He is, all right? But that's love right there, you know? Because we as men, we know that you love us. We just don't know when you love us. Okay? You got to check it daily. It's like the stock market. Sometimes it's up, sometimes you love us, sometimes you just really like us. You know what I'm saying? But being in love, especially as a man, and every man will agree with me on this, is that when you are truly in love, it makes you feel like you're Batman. Isn't that how it feels, guys? When you're really Batman. Like Batman. And it feels like you're married to the Riddler. You know what I'm saying? Every morning you're like, what do you want to do, babe? I don't know, Batman. Did you read the clues? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'm Nick Guerra. Thank you for laughing.
Nicely done, man. Nick Guerra, everybody. Nick Guerra.
All right, Nick.
And you had too many comments, Nick. I couldn't even write them down. Eileen Burnick said twice how cute you are, so you should read up on that. Kathleen Savell said that the tree story is so her husband. And Nancy said the rock painting is cheap therapy. So is the show, Nancy. By the way. And Erica asked if you're from Staten Island. Where are you from, Nick?
I'm from South Texas, but I do.
South Texas.
Look, I got rocks ready to go too.